The month of May is always a big one in motorsport circles, and we're dishing up a motorsport feast for you tonight. I'm your host, Philippa Guana, and welcoming you to episode 5 of BMW Club TV. Tomorrow, the fourth round of our BMW M Performance Parts race series will start at Red Star Raceway. This is our first of 2 visits to the circuit for 2024, and on this occasion, our drivers will compete around the clockwise circuit layout. But before we get to racing, let's go for a picnic.
This is my accountant, that's why I owe him the car, okay?
Yeah, it's in his will, eh? Hi, yeah, so we're here today again at Angela's Picnic at Riverside Village Farm. It's the 3rd year I think they're having it here. So yeah, today I was contemplating not even coming because of the weather, but it cleared up. It hasn't rained, it's drizzled a little bit, but yeah, it hasn't rained, so I think a lot of guys didn't come out today because of the weather. You know, obviously we don't want to get our cars too dirty and stuff, but yeah, it's nice not being at a race weekend. We just now are enjoying our road cars today with all the other brands that are here today as well. We had a nice turnout here, even though with the weather. So yeah, thanks to all the guys from BMW Car Club that attended today.
Cheers, boys.
For our next stop, we return to the place we visited in last year's first pre-race show, Pablo Clark Racing. A word of warning though, the pizzas in this feature will make you feel hungry.
Hi, so we are here at Pablo Clark Racing. It's the Wednesday after our Kailami event. So we normally on the Wednesdays after an event have our drivers meeting where we discuss the happenings of the previous race and things going forward, what we need to do, make changes and stuff like that, and just discuss what happened at the event. And then the drivers get together and socialize and have a drink or two, or pizza or two, or whatever they want to eat, and we just have fun after the event. And I'm fortunate enough to be standing here next to my favorite Tony Viano car here at Pablo Clark. He's obviously got the 2 7 Series Tony Viano cars. It's such an awesome thing to be here.
Appreciating some of the finest race cars that graced South Africa's circuits through the years while waiting for some authentic Italian pizzas to be prepared. You won't easily beat that for a perfect way to spend a Wednesday evening with friends.
So we're standing here in front of a nice bright yellow Ferrari. It's a F360. And you know what these big wings on a Ferrari are good for? Keeping my pizza. Lekker.
However, there are some serious matters to discuss as well. The recent race weekend saw 2 major accidents, with Stefano Cavalieri being fortunate to escape without serious injury. Subsequently, Bernard thought it the most appropriate time to invite Mike Harling from ATS Motorsport to introduce some of the driver's safety devices they have on their shelves.
Bernard from BMW Club asked me to come through this evening to come and discuss some safety equipment that ATS Motorsport stocks and supplies to the various race categories around South Africa. I brought through a Bell helmet, the Schott Hans devices, a Simpson hybrid FHR, which is basically a frontal head restraint system, as well as some ATS TRS Hans harness as well. These products, as mentioned, these products are all stocked by ATS, and taking into account what happened over the weekend at Kailami with the 2 incidents, I think it was quite pertinent that we were here to have this discussion and show our product to the guys and just bring safety to the fore again in the various categories of motorsport around South Africa.
K-Bar Volkswagen Challenge competitor Michael Zaffirio sustained injuries from his accident, and we wish him a speedy recovery.
Okay, perfect. After a nice warm pizza and something to drink, let's go for a walk around. I'll show you what we do and just give you a bit of a tour around Pablo Clark. Follow me. Pablo Clark Racing. If we go back into the history and understand where it originates from, it started as a name. A youngster who wanted to go racing, and the passion was greater than the rule. Let's put it that way. Paulo went racing, changed his name to Pablo Clark, and the rest is history. As you see it now, we are a racing team. It's no longer a name, it's a brand, it's a workshop, it's an events company, and all of those good things that work hand in hand to make us who we are today. Pablo Clark Racing, as you would see as I take you through a tour of the building and what we do here at Pablo Clark. If we unpack the different sides of the Pablo Clark business, it's multifaceted. We've got an event side of the business, we've got a workshop, and then the racing, and all three work hand in hand and support one another. If we unpack the workshop side of the business, we have a workshop just behind me here where we run and maintain racing cars. Whether that's our own racing cars or those are customer racing cars on an arrive and drive basis. We do some internal development as well as running factory built racing cars. We develop cars for customers to have a fun day out on the track or to go racing in a competitive series. We're busy building an E46 M3 race car at the moment, which you'll see us participate in the racing series in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. And then there's some other interesting projects that we're doing, developing Dino 308 GT4 into something really cool. You can watch that space, perhaps have a center driver seat, and some other cool things like a special diffuser and some really unique things. Yeah, and as I said, that side of the business works well with the event side of the business, with different experiences, offering people on-track experiences, come and drive one of our cars on track or compete in a racing car, actually learn how to drive with our SP2 racing experience. Or you can come and learn what it's like to be in a racing team for a fun day out, or a team building activity with one of our experiences called our Pit Crew Challenge, where we give you a taste of what it's like to be in a racing team, from changing spark plugs on an engine to welding to different simulators, our F1 simulator which you see here behind me, or our GT3 simulator, followed by some more pizza. I think if you come to Pablo Clark, if you don't walk away with a slice of pizza or at least a coffee in your hand, you haven't had the full experience. So those all go hand in hand. So if we have a look at the different facets of the business, we've got a core group of sponsors. We've got 6 main sponsors, but we've got 5 of those core sponsors that tie into the BMW Car Club. And if we can just take a minute to talk about how we are involved with the BMW Car Club and the different elements of that. If we go back to what I was saying earlier with where the company started and where the name started, it all started with BMW, with Paulo enjoying some time with some of the great names with the BMW dealer teams back in the day. So there's a great tie-in with our history with BMW. We always say our blood is red, obviously, with Ferrari, and our hearts are Bavarian. So it makes natural sense for us to work closely with the club, as we have some really special BMWs here and our hearts are Bavarian, as I say. If we have a look at the different sponsors that we have on board, or partners, let me rather say, we start at I2, who is the naming right for the BMW Car Club's Concours. I2 is a specialist risk insurer, so if you've got anything from fine art to collectible cars, I2 is the company to chat to when it comes to insuring them. We then look at NGK. I think the name NGK speaks for itself. Spark plugs, anywhere from your lawnmower all the way up to your high performance race car, they make a great product. We look at Easy Equities. Easy Equities is a company if you want to do some investments for retirement, with a company called Rise, or if you want to invest in stocks. Easy Equities is great because you can buy a portion of a stock. You don't have to buy a whole stock. Then we look at AutoZone. AutoZone, for any of your parts or requirements for your race car, from brake pads all the way to belts, whatever it may be, AutoZone will be able to help you with getting stock for that. And then we look at Liqui Moly. Liqui Moly, in our opinion, is undoubtedly the best lubricant on the product, on the market. If you need anything from an oil additive to a fuel additive to a fuel stabilizer, or just your normal oil, Liqui Moly has got everything that you need. You can look on their online store. If you look at some of our cars, we've got QR codes, a QR code for Liqui Moly and a QR code for Easy Equities that will take you to the right place, give you discounts and whatever else you need. So yeah, chat to us if you want to find out anything else about these partners of the club, as well as partners of Pablo Clark. If we have a look at upstairs, I'll show you the poster later. There's a poster upstairs from BMW that has an E46 M3 race car on it, funny enough. It says why do you race? And it answers that question with another question. It says, why do you breathe? And it is who we are and what we do. And the sponsors we have on board, the partners, let me rather say, that we have on board, and subsequently we bring to the table with the BMW Club, really understand that about us. It's who we are and what we do and what we're passionate about, and that's why we partner with the club, because we're passionate about racing, as the club is too. Come to Pablo Clark for your full racing experience on or off track. We'll give you an experience of what it's like to be in a racing car.
From picnics to pizzas and now to points. Who has them, who wants them, and who will have a few to prove this weekend at Red Star Raceway? After Leon Lopes's absence in round 3, Fabio Fedetto became the third leader in Class A after as many rounds. No doubt Lopes, the defending series and class champion, will look to regain the position around the Delmas circuit. Bob Neal returned victoriously at the Kalami Grand Prix circuit and will also look to catch up to the battle at the front. Andreas Meyer has been in control of Class B from the start, but defending class champion Nick Macris will look to decrease the deficit in points. Macris is not the only one looking to rein Meyer in, with Carlo Garbini looking to build on his 2 consecutive wins in round 3. Renier Smith and Osbia Joni will look for their first wins of the year. Gary Martins will feel a little bit more at ease at the front of Class C, with his 15-point advantage effectively being a 21-point lead, given that second place Rob Gearing will miss round 4. However, the likes of Benny Lates, Jan Efferstein and Hein van der Merwe have all shown good pace this year and will look to get themselves in contention for class honours. Nicholas Herbst also holds a 15-point advantage in Class D. However, the fierce contest for second place on the points table could become an intense rivalry on the circuit this weekend. Claudio Jardim holds a 5-point lead over Quebus Bomar, Sean Dodd and Craig Herbst. Dodd will, however, miss round 4. Like Meyer, Zahir Sidat has also held a class lead since the start of the season. Class E will see the likes of Johan Miller and Eddie Rodriguez looking to capitalise on their excellent form. Overall, Nicholas Herbst cut Meyer's lead down to 8 points, with Martins, Macris and Sidat all in close contention. Spectator tickets for Saturday's races can be purchased at the Red Star Raceway entrance gate. The full race day will also be broadcast live on the BMW M Performance Parts Race Series website, BMW Car Club Gauteng Facebook page and Two Wheels TV YouTube channel. Apart from this weekend's races, this month we'll also see our second XL South Africa BMW Car Club Gauteng Track Day of 2024 at Zwartkops Raceway. The Sunday after that is the new date for our delayed BMW Car Club Gauteng Autumn Brunch Run from ZF Aftermarket to Industrial Coffee Works. It's indeed a big month of May ahead for the BMW Car Club Gauteng, with the action starting tomorrow. We wish all our BMW and Performance Parts Race Series competitors a safe and successful weekend at Red Star Raceway. From me, Philippa Guana, it's goodbye until next month.